Hey there, I'm Oscar, and this is Singing Lessons. Today we're gonna talk about 3 very important tips for improving your singing. These tips can apply for beginners as well as more experienced singers. Tip number 1, don't hold to your strengths to the point you forget about your weaknesses. It is more often than not that people who are learning or even more experienced singers focus on their strengths and keep strengthening them, forgetting about their weaknesses. The immediate satisfaction of this action and the frustration associated with working with our flaws makes this a very common problem. So if you're already good at riffing and running, try working more on your projection. And if you're good at reaching high notes or singing high notes, my main advice on this point is not to set a big final goal. Instead, I find it more advantageous to focus on small improvements. For example, not reaching the desired note, but increasing your register half step, or sing a little bit more on pitch. These small improvements will definitely amount to significant improvement in the long term. Be patient. Even sometimes with the proper coaching in a private lesson, you may reach a milestone, only to find out the next day that you can't do it. Again, be patient. Acquiring muscle memory takes time and training. Keep working, keep having your lessons, and improvement will come, I promise. Tip number 2, play and experiment with your voice. Something that has been very useful to me is trying to produce different sounds, doing voice impressions or beatboxing, for example. These things increase control on your phonetic apparatus. For example, if you try to make a grudge sound, you may discover your vocal fry register and therefore be able to reach even lower notes. It's the same sound. Just going lower. Or trying to do Mickey Mouse voice, you may discover your head voice. Hello, how are you doing, my friend? How are you? Or doing Marvin the Martian, you may find out that that voice uses actually the same principle as Shakira's voice.
I'm from Mars, isn't that lovely? I'm crazy, but I like it. Loca, loca, loca.
Or even trying to do a generic Italian mob voice, you may play with levels of compression.
Hi, my name is Vinny. My mother's from Italy, my father's from New York. Hi, my name is Vinny. My mother's from Italy and my father's from New York.
Decompression may be identified as an airy sound. I'll make a separate video talking about these vocal positions. Don't worry. Tip number 3. This point connects to the idea of what constitutes a proper vocal technique and what doesn't. And the answer is the one that keeps your voice healthy. If you're a beginner or intermediate singer, it is very likely that you have stumbled across many vocal coaches on YouTube at this point that sometimes give contradictory advice. Often this is due to some level of focus on a particular style. For example, having a bright, clean, and powerful voice may be very good for singing salsa or opera. But if you're singing an intimate pop song or a rock ballad, a more decompressed and soft sound may be more desirable. I found a love for me, darling, just shine right in and follow my lead when you here before. Couldn't look into the eye just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather. You can play with different styles as long as it doesn't hurt. This was Singing Lessons. Like and subscribe if you want to get better at singing. See you on the next one.